Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be returning to Yawgmoth combo. Made a couple of small changes to the list since the last time we played. Brought in a Spellskite into the main, replacing a Grist. And then for the sideboard, I replaced Scavenging Ooze with Endurance, and Obstinate Baloth with Kitchen Finks. So we can use Ivy Lane Denizen plus Yawgmoth plus Kitchen Finks, and that will actually gain life as it's comboing, and that combo also works with Zulaport Cutthroat to finish the game. Alright, so we have 3 lands, we have Bird of Paradise. Like this hand quite a bit. We're going to be able to play turn 2 Messenger and then evolve it into a Yawgmoth. That seems quite good. Gilded Goose with a breeding pool. Now that's interesting. Mox Amber. Okay, so they're going to be doing some sort of artifact shenanigans, would be my guess. Artifacts are very popular right now. I see your bird. I also have a bird. So if anyone in chat is familiar with what the opponent is doing, would like a hint. What is this? Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. So this combos with Urza to like double your lands. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. I can read this as passing the turn. You may put a non-human card from among them onto the battlefield. Okay, non-human creature. Put the rest on the bottom of the library. Oh wow, and Springleaf Drum is going to double up on the mana there for sure. Okay, so do I have anything that's going to stop their combo? I don't really think so, not in the main here. I could go get Grist, but I wouldn't be able to kill their creature. So I think we just have to go with Geralf's Messenger and hope that they don't crush us next turn. So that we have time to put down a Yawgmoth. Because they have a ton of mana here. Oh, how many cards? Look at the top 5 for a non-human. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they have enough easy for that. So they're going to be able to activate this if they want. And I'm hoping that Yawgmoth turn 3 is going to be good enough. It would have been if we were on the play, but... Oh my. Well, there's Urza. And that's going to make so much mana, because they can tap these for double blue. Making a food token? Yep. I mean, 2 mana for 2 mana, so that makes sense. And this should still be enough to activate the Bonder Prodigy here, I believe. Because, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it costs exactly 7. Oh, they're going to go for the Urza ability. Oh, that's a really good get. Okay, this is going to be really tough from here. They can go get, like, Grafdigger's Cage or something. They've built up so much value on their 3rd turn. Okay, so Academy Manufacturer, if you would create a clue, food, or treasure, create 1 of each. Oh, wild. Okay, so they are tapped out, so we can kill the Karn. Kill the Karn, go get Yawgmoth, kill this, and hope that we get to survive for another turn and then end the game. Seems okay. Alright, I guess we can just play the Overgrown Tomb tapped here if we're going to evolve. We don't need the extra mana. We can't do anything with one. So we can preserve our life total a little bit. Go get Yawg. We should not have played the land, honestly. We should have waited, because Yawgmoth here is going to draw a couple of cards, like 3 cards. So we might have drawn... It's very likely we've drawn a card that we could have played here. Okay, put a counter on the messenger, sacrifice the bird. So hopefully that misplay will not come back and bite us. Target this, sack this. Okay, see? Yep. Right there. We would have been able to play that and reset the messenger, draw more cards, have some mana, I don't know. Is what it is. We are in this position, we'll have to play from here. We could go Denizen and hope we get one more turn. We could go Messenger, Hierarch. I mean, it looks like we're going to have to survive another turn cycle anyway. Unless we draw Yawgmoth. If we draw Yawgmoth, we're good. That is producing a lot of value. Look at that construct. So large. Alright, so we can take 1 hit from the construct. And we get a Bird of Paradise. Thinking I'm going to play Cutthroat, Hierarch, Bird of Paradise, block something, and hope we get another turn. We could put a counter on each of their geese and then kill them both, so they're not getting all this value every turn, making an extra 6 mana. Don't have a way to kill the Urza this turn. We could Chord of Calling for a 2. So we could go get, like, yeah, that doesn't seem that great. We'll just put down Cutthroat, and then we can, like, Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth or something. Ooh, you're not even going to be able to do that because we're not going to have double green. Chord is going to be out. All right, let's see if we can survive a turn. Opponent's going to be able to make so much mana. They're going to be able to activate Urza at least twice, probably like 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then another bunch. Oh wow, they get to draw a card with a clue. It doesn't require a tap in order to sacrifice it and draw a card. So yeah, they can tap it for mana and then draw a card with it. Very cool. Oh, that was their last clue. They've drawn so many cards this turn through that, but that is mana that means they're not going to be activating the Urza. And this is a very important turn for the opponent. We are set up, so they need to do their thing. Oh, it looks like we might get a block here. Block. And then we'll sacrifice it and put a -1 on, what do we put a -1 on? We could put it on a goose. It doesn't really matter. We'll lose a life, gain a life, draw a card. Nice. Good draw. So we got the combo in hand. Good, ready to go. Okay, they're going to use the Urza. They find Urza's Sega, that's fine. Okay, our turn. Wonderbar. We got a Scurry Oak. Okay, our cup overfloweth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So, I mean, Geralf's Messenger Yawgmoth is going to be the easiest thing, and then maybe we have a Chord of Calling for like another Yawgmoth or something in response. Nice. Managed to navigate our way through the game 1. Let's see what we can do for the rest here. Okay, we can use Phyrexian Revoker. I mean, that does stop the excuse me, that does stop the drawing cards from Urza, but doesn't stop the mana production. This says if a land is tapped for mana, it's not for other things. Definitely want the Collector Ouphe, that's for sure. Could bring in Reclamation Sage and Brontodon, those seem fine. Grist seems fine. We are going to want to kill certain creatures. Could potentially bring in Fatal Push. It seems like it is pretty important to kill some of their critters. And it hits actually quite a few important ones. Hard to figure out what I'm supposed to take out, though. I kind of want to keep the Hapatra. I want to keep the Grist. Scurry Oak plus Denizen seems fine. Could probably keep the Essence Warden. I doubt they could beat Infinite Life. Gonna have to make some decisions. I don't want to take out the Essence Warden. I don't think the opponent could beat Unbound Life. Slow start, but we can evolve for Collector Ouphe on turn 3. That seems poor. Again, not a great hand. Opponent is mulliganing to 5, though, so maybe evolving Essence Warden it would be good. We'll see. And with any luck, we'll get some good draws. Okay, they've mulliganed their way to a turn 1 play. And we get another land. That is the land we need for the evolution. Wow, I'm just getting hit by these bots. Well, I'm going to take a minute to ban them all. Hey, I'm handing out the bans. Wow, they just keep coming. There is no end to these bots. Get out of here. All right, I think that's all of them. It was nice, what was it, MtG bot used to do that for me. Ooh, what's this? Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, investigate. Sacrifice X clues, target opponent reveals top X cards of the library. You may put a non-land permanent card, mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under your control. Cool. Going to make another goose. Wall of Roots is a good draw here. It's going to give us Yawgmoth mana for next turn. Oh, yeah, it looks like another thing is coming down. All right, we're going to get rid of this thing right away. We know how strong that is in combination with some of the opponent's other cards. Oh, nice. Okay. Ah, found their land. Ooh, and untapped. Another Gilded Goose. Oh, they're going off. But they only have one card left in hand. If we sacrifice both of our critters to get rid of this Bonder's Prodigy, then we just have nothing left in play. We do get to refill our hand, which would be nice. I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe if I can wait one more turn, if the opponent just doesn't kill us here, and I don't think they will, just straight kill us. They're gaining a ton of value very quickly, and they're going to have a lot of inevitability as the game goes long, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it next turn. I guess we're going to pass. I would love to kill that druid. It just cuts them off of so much mana, but it also cuts us off. And maybe we just win next turn if we don't kill their stuff. So this is one example of the strength of a rogue deck, because I've never seen what the opponent is doing. I don't have a concept of where they can go from here. I don't know how bad this can get for me. Starting by drawing a clue is a good thing. Uses some of their mana. Okay, they're going to hold up mana here. They might have like a counterspell or something. Chord of Calling is a wonderful draw. So we can chord for 4. Can go get either Ivy Lane or we could get... Oh, we could get so many good things. I kind of feel like we just wait here. We'll Chord of Calling on the end of their turn. We're not under any threat that I know of, and we can use our mana. We'll just do it during their turn. Okay, wonderful. So we'll do it now. Ooh. I thought that this thing was going to be able to produce mana. Let's go ahead and fetch first. We don't have Yavimaya or Urborg on the battlefield yet. Kind of want to get Dryad Arbor, because yeah, that casts Chord of Calling and gives us an extra creature. I think we just go get Geralf's Messenger here. That gets them to 6. Reset by losing a creature. I don't think we can quite kill them this turn. I think we get them to 2, but they're not willing to continue to play without their Kinnan, so they're going to concede there. Yeah, this hand is okay. Because we have the Nurturing Peatland, we will be punished if we're playing against a very aggressive deck, but we're going to take that risk, otherwise the hand looks fine. Okay, our opponent is mulliganing. See how far down they go. How low can you go? Alright, just a 6. Basic Forest and Abundant Growth. Abundant Growth, huh? That's an interesting one. I mean, I see this card in Pauper. So this is Enchantress. That's what that means. We're playing against Enchantress. Alright, next turn we get Wall of Roots plus Young Wolf. And then we can go Messenger, and then we can go Chord of Calling. Okay, Sterling Grove, sure. Alright, so we have 3 4-mana total. So we can just avoid tapping this land, I guess. Alright, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abundant Harvest, sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. What did they reveal? They wanted to get the Horizon Canopy, is that right? Chooses land for the Horizon Canopy. We see Abundant Growth, Unbridled Growth, Destiny Spinner, and Unbridled Growth. And now what are they choosing? Choosing non-land for Sanctum Weaver. And another Abundant Harvest. What do you choose this time? Non-land gets Eidolon of Blossoms. Okay. So if we Chord of Calling now, 1, 2, 3, 4, we could only get a Young Wolf or another 1-drop. That's not interesting to me. But I'm very interested in playing Geralf's Messenger, and then next turn, killing the opponent. So 1, 2, 3, play the Messenger, and then we have, we Wall of Roots the bird, and then the turn after, during the opponent's turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would only get us a 2-drop. So yeah, we're going to leave the Chord of Calling for the Yawgmoth. Triple Harvest. The harvest is so abundant. The most abundant of harvests. Alright, I don't think I want to even hold up the Chord of Calling here. Chord of Calling for 2. What could we really get? I'm not too interested in that, so we'll just attack for the 1 point. Oh, I distracted the opponent with my comments, maybe? They tapped a land and now they're just paused. So maybe they're typing a response during their turn? Or maybe they're switching to the English to whatever translator, who knows? There's no way to know. We just gotta wait. Here we go. Sanctum Weaver, make some mana, sure. Not worried. Eldritch Evolution. I mean, that also gets us to Yogg. So let's use the evolution for it then. We just evolve the messenger, I think. So in that case, we probably attack first. If we attack, we probably only attack with messenger. And then if they do something in response, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could have path up. Okay, go get Yogg. All right, so we have the win here, and opponent concedes. I wasn't actually going to go for the combo on this turn because the opponent had 1 mana up, so they could like potentially have path, and we were already on the path to victory, I believe. Not too interested in Grist in this matchup. They're going to be able to give their creatures Shroud, so trying to destroy their creatures isn't really going to work. Again, Hapatra for the same reason. We can take that out. All right, what are we interested in bringing in for this matchup? Rex Sage, Brontodon. Again, like there's risks to those because opponent can just give their enchantment Shroud and then these cards don't work anymore. But, I mean, they are critters, so they're not going to just rot in our hand. We can play them and turn them sideways. Phyrexian Revoker has some hits. We could, let's see here, what was the name of their mana dork? Sanctum Weaver. Could name Sanctum Weaver, take them off of mana. Could name the other enchantment, the one that gives all enchantments Shroud, but you can sacrifice it to search your library. So, I mean, there are hits with the Revoker. Could maybe take out a messenger for it. Should we be bringing in Thoughtseize instead? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, we're both keeping 7. Gonna start with Ignoble Hierarch, go into Wall of Roots, Young Wolf. Wonder if it might be better to put the Cutthroat down, because it would use our mana a little bit better, and it's going to tap for the same amount of mana with Chord of Calling. We can play the Young Wolf for free later. I mean for free because it basically taps for the mana that we're asking. Ooh, the Strangleroot Geist, that's a good one. Okay. So yeah, we'll play the Forest, Wall of Roots, Strangleroot Geist. Nice. Get that Exalted trigger in. So let's do a little bit of math while the opponent is taking their turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can actually go Young Wolf into Yawgmoth next turn. We won't have the win, but we will have as many cards as we wish to draw. Oh, not anymore. On Thin Ice gets rid of our Strangleroot Geist. Excellent way for the opponent to deal with our critters. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can play Wolf, Cutthroat, Bird of Paradise. Seems okay. Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we're going to stop here. We can Chord for Yawgmoth during the end of the opponent's turn, or in response to whatever they do during their turn, just as long as it's not our turn, because we need the extra mana from Wall of Roots. Sure. Sure. All right, we're in a pretty good situation here. Let's see if we can capitalize. Go get Yawg. What's up, everybody? Brontodon, not bad. We can get rid of Sterling Grove. So yeah, we can go Brontodon, we can play Cutthroat. We got just a ton of attacks going on too. We can attack for 3 with Yawgmoth. So we don't even need the Young Wolf. Young Wolf is not a very good attacker here. I think we're going to start by playing Cutthroat. I believe you are correct, Handsome. Believe this should be game. Put a counter on no creature, sacrifice Young Wolf, draw a card. Blooming Marsh, that is a tapped land, not interested in playing that right now. Let's go for black mana. Put a counter on Young Wolf. Another land. Put a counter on nothing. Sack Young Wolf. Khalni Garden. Well, that is a land that we're interested in playing. Hey, there we go. That's what I was looking for. GG. One of the other synergies we have available to us is Scurry Oak. And if we make it to turn 4, then we might just be able to see it. Plan here is turn 1 nothing, turn 2 Geist, turn 3 Oak, turn 4 evolve Geist into Thingamajig. Ivy Lane. So we'll go for the Ivy Oak combo. Ooh, we got Grist off the top. Well, don't think Grist is going to be too great against Tron. We'll see what happens. Start with the Verdant Catacombs. Hey, Lumberjack, thank you. Thanks a lot for the viewership. I love how YouTube and Twitch bring people together. Like, Twitch brings people to YouTube, YouTube brings people to Twitch. It's a great combo. So opponent's going to have natural Tron here. We're going to be having quite a bit of trouble with this game. Opponent I mean, I'm assuming, but they kept 7, and they just went Tron Land, so they must have it, right? Just slam down that, What? Another mine and pass? Are you cracked? Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume or whatever, but like, you kept a 7, and you've done nothing but play Tower Mine Mine. That is suspect. Alright, we're just going to go Forest into Scurry Oak here. And should we Eldritch Evolution the Strangleroot Geist this turn? Hey, thanks for the follow, Cot4. I'm just going to take a second here to decide how I want to proceed, because I could Eldritch Evolution the Strangleroot Geist into something. We could go for Geralf's Messenger. But if we did that, we wouldn't necessarily have something to Eldritch Evolution into the next thing, into Yawgmoth. I think we're just going to go for the Scurry Oak here. As I wrote it up originally, maybe the opponent will think the Scurry Oak isn't that threatening. I don't know how many people are aware of the Ivy Oak combo, but we'll see if we can make it happen. Maybe they aren't threatened. Yeah, exactly. Who would be threatened by me? Okay, that makes more sense. Reality Smasher? Okay, GG, we win. And we get to figure out this combo so that we don't lose the game. Because I lost the game previously. Oh, okay, so smart move. They're going to keep the Smasher back instead of attacking. So that is actually going to save them. We got the Chord of Calling, though, so they are actually dead. Too bad we can't Chord of Calling for Grist, because it's in our hand. I should have played that second Grist. Alright, we can Verdant Catacombs for whatever, doesn't matter. We can get like a Dryad Arbor with that later or something. Evolve the Geist. Always yield to the Evolve trigger. Always yes, always yield to the Scurry Oak trigger. Okay, now we go get... Alright, I'm going to make this bigger so I can see it better because we only have one. Ivy Lane Denizen. Ooh, that was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it? That's fine. We got the Verdant Catacombs. And now we go get Dryad Arbor. And combo starts. Okay, choose Scurry Oak. Save targets, but we don't always yield. Alright, so from here I go get Yawgmoth, kill Smasher, and then kill them. Alright, so we hit 5 here. We can make a few more squirrels, whatever. Okay, hit 5, so we turn off all the auto yields. Put this counter onto whatever Ivy Lane Denizen, I guess. I guess we could have held priority, but it doesn't really matter. Chord of Calling, X is 4. Go get Yawgmoth. Put a counter on this, sack a squirrel. Put a counter on this, sack a squirrel. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's the other combo. Once the Scurry Oak and Ivy Lane Denizen are in play, We just need one more creature to hit play. If we started with like Oak Denizen, then the Oak just evolves naturally, makes the squirrel, which triggers the Ivy Lane Denizen, which puts a counter onto the Scurry Oak, which makes a squirrel, and on and on and on. You do have to be careful about how you perform this combo, though. You might have noticed that there was one thing, the Ivy Lane Denizen, which I did not auto-yield to. If you auto-yield to each step and save triggers on the Ivy Lane Denizen, the program registers that as a unbound loop and will take the game away from you. Hey, to Blave! We'll open that chest for you right now. Don't blink and you'll miss it, okay? Okay, so we got 5 play points. Captivating Crew. Looks like it gains control of a creature. Seems pretty sweet. And Witchstalker. That's the chest. Alright, so we got a minute and a half left to sideboard. Let's figure out what we're going to do. We're going to bring in Damping Sphere for sure. Bring in Collector Ouphe. Are there artifacts really important? Should we be bringing in Reclamation Sage and Brontodon? Like, they could have, like, Cage or something scary. Yeah, definitely the Ouphe and the Sphere. These two are for sure. We don't have a lot of time left. We could bring in Trophy. It hits their lands, but that's not as good versus this Tron deck as it is versus other Tron decks. I'm gonna, because we have so little time left, I'm just gonna bring these two in, which are solid, and then we'll work from that if we go to the next game. What are we gonna want to take out, though? Grist seems good, Hapatra seems good, Spellskite seems good, Wet Warden seems good. Damn, everything seems good. So we'll take out one messenger and one more thing. Maybe one of our Chord of Callings, because we're going to want to be pretty quick on this game. And if they do have Grafdigger's Cage, Chord of Calling is a dead card. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go with this sideboard for this game, and we might make some changes if we make it to, if we have to play a game 3. This hand is fine, totally fine. We keep this, we have a turn 2 Messenger into a turn 3 Yawgmoth, or we can play Grist. Grist being able to kill their creatures over and over could be super good. So maybe we'll just play Grist turn 2. We'll make that decision when we make it to turn 2. The big difference is going to be if we want to Eldritch Evolution for something on turn 4 and what we would be evolving into. If we want to evolve into an Ouphe, then Grist turn 1 would be really good. And I'm thinking Ouphe is going to be pretty good. Spatial Contortion on the Hierarch. Okay, so that takes away our play for this turn, so we're just going to play Khalni Garden. Unless we draw something good like an Ouphe. We get Yavimaya. So yeah, we'll play the Khalni Garden pass. That does mean that Geralf's Messenger is a ways away, but say come say. That Spatial Contortion was actually a pretty good move from the opponent there, taking away our mana ramp. Mind Stone. Yeah, Ouphe is looking pretty good. Let's go for that Ouphe. Take away their mana ramp, take away their interaction. We could go for basic Swamp here because we have Yavimaya. And we have Grist available if we get to keep it, to be able to get rid of their scary things later. Or we could just put down Grist now so they can't take it with a Thought-Knot Seer. Because if they go land into Thought-Knot, they get to take the Grist away. Tough choice. Tough choice. So we're in between Grist and Evolve for Ouphe. I'm going to go for the Grist. And that's going to make our Chord of Calling so much better in the next turn. We might even be able to evolve End Chord. That would be sweet. Okay, opponent looks like they are either reading the card, Grist. Yep. Or maybe they had stepped away for a moment. Probably just reading it. One of the new cards. Okay, we lose a Chord of Calling. And this counts in exile as well? Nope, only in graveyard. Now that's fine. We're not playing Grist to Ultimate with it. We're playing it for its other two abilities. To create creatures, which are good with Chord of Calling, Eldritch Evolution, and Yawgmoth. Ooh, this could actually be the punish. Smasher is the punish. They attacking Grist? They are. So we can save Grist at the cost of two creatures. Two creatures are 2 pieces of Chord of Calling mana. But saving the Grist, we're not even going to be able to kill the Smasher later. We're going to let the Grist go, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. I was playing the Grist to play through Thought-Knot Seer, but they had the Smasher. I guess they could have had the Smasher with any land because of the Mind Stone. But then they would have had to take down the Relic. In any event, we've got a whole bunch of search. What are we going to do? So we have access to evolution into something, and then we can go get a 1. That doesn't seem too good. We don't actually have the black mana for Messenger, so we can't even play that here. Maybe we play land and then Chord of Calling for a 3. We could go get Scurry Oak. We don't have the ability to evolve the next creature we need as part of the combo yet, but maybe we'll put it together next turn. So yeah, we'll play the Dryad Arbor, pass the turn, and we'll go for the Chord of Calling for the Scurry Oak and see if we can put together the combo next turn. Either that, yeah, we can't get Yawgmoth, so it is what it is. Find that with this deck, I spend a lot of time talking about potential playlines. I'm sure that my opponents get very frustrated where I'm just sitting there not doing anything for like 2 minutes and then play land pass turn. Expedition map. So we could Chord of Calling for Ouphe in response so they don't get the mana. But I kind of want to like risk it to try and go for the big combo. So we'll let the map happen. There's Karn. Liquid metal coating. That's an interesting one. Didn't expect they would go for that one here. No attacks? Okay. All right, so we can go get a 3. Could get Ouphe. Or we could get the Scurry Oak. I'm gonna get the Scurry Oak again. See if we can do the thing. Here they say we can't use one of our lands. And we get another land. Okay, so we can go get a 2. We could go get Ouphe this turn. You caught us, Cylon. So we could evolve here, but if we do that... Oh, is that not a May? It's not a May. Okay. And pass. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, they should probably go get, like, Grafdigger's Cage if they have it. That should have been their first get. Getting liquid metal coating there was suspect. Maybe they just don't have Cage. Maybe they're going to go get a bridge so we can't attack them with Scurry Oak. They go get... Oh, Sky Sovereign. That's a thing. That kills Scurry Oak. Or even better, kills Ouphe. Okay, so yeah, that turns all their artifacts back on. And that means we don't have anything to evolve into the Denizen. Not that we can even combo with it this turn. Unfortunately, the Dryad Arbor is already in play, so we can't Verdant Catacombs into it. They got a lot of ways to answer our graveyard, so we're not going to be doing a Yawgmoth combo anytime soon. In a bit of a holding pattern here, but it looks like we are going to be able to evolve something. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we could play Messenger and evolve Messenger. That seems pretty good. Ooh, Hapatra. So if we Messenger, evolve Messenger into Yawgmoth, maybe we can win? That's painful, but it is what it is. We only have the one basic swamp. Oh, we got another evolve trigger on the Scurry Oak here. So they're going to use the... Yeah, exile the Relic of Progenitus, get rid of the Geralf's Messenger. Yeah, you can type exclamation deck list, and we'll put it up, a link for you. Okay, go get Yawg. We're just going to get this down to a 2, so it can no longer crew the Sky Sovereign. Hey, thanks, handsome. Sure. Oh, you thought I might have been, like, attacking with Scurry Oak here? Yeah, that's not my plan. But, you know, good on you for thinking. Yeah, we're done here. Pass turn back. Don't you play the... Yes, we do, Boyo. It's called Ivy Lane Denizen, and it is a 1-of in the deck. Oh, turns it on with the Karn. Okay. This does 3 damage, though, so our Scurry Oak and our Yawgmoth both survive. And if they want to sacrifice their Karn for 6 damage, that is fine by me. We have Cutthroat and Hapatra. We should be able to win with those. Ooh, okay, never mind. All is dust basically wins the game for the opponent. Brutal. We're going to have to be going on to the next game, I think. Because, yeah, we're going to... Oh, we'll see what happens. We got a bunch of card draws here. We're not dead yet. We could go Bird of Paradise, evolve the bird into something to kill the Sky Sovereign. Oh, yeah. I see what's going on here. They, makes sense. Remembers to use a liquid metal coating this time. Good job. Strangleroot Geist. Okay, so we have... so we could go Twilight Mire, Strangleroot Geist, evolve the Geist, go get Thingamajig to kill this. I think that's probably our best play. And then we can use the Geist to kill Karn. That seems pretty good, actually. Green, green. Geist. Hey, is that True Hero? Thanks for the raid. Thank you so much. What were you playing? How did you do? I'm just wondering if I should attack with the Geist before I sacrifice it, because I'm going for the Karn. And I mean, 2 is just the same, right? So seems like I should be able to just attack them. What's the other thing? Like, there's Spatial Contortion, that's not a problem. The other one that would be a problem was the thing that says, like, get rid of a creature that has power and toughness of equal to 1. So I guess we'll evolve it first. JTK88, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, that... Because now they're going to use the Scavenger Ground to get rid of the Geist. Idiot. Obviously I should have attacked first. I was not paying full attention to what they have access to on the board, thinking about what they could potentially have in hand, and just ignoring like, oh yeah, they have this obvious thing right here in front of you that is going to counter what you're trying to do. Hold on a second. Thrashing Brontodon, Reclamation Sage. I didn't bring the cards in. Brutal. I guess get Strangleroot Geist, attack Karn. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that is the plan here. Oh, I should have not hit 6 there. We could have played the bird, because once the Karn was gone, Overgrown Tomb was tapping for mana again. I hit the 5 button, but not soon enough. Yeah. So we should have had a bird down this turn. There's the Warping Whale that I was afraid of. They did have it, or drew it now. Hey, Cherry, thanks for the raid. Double raid. Thank you, friends. So what were you playing, Cherry? You getting some of the new modern action, or you got something else going? Trying some piles in the new modern? Sweet. Which ones specifically? And thank you, Handsome, for taking care of those shoutouts. Makes sense, gets rid of 2 creatures for their 1 land. Dice Factory. Okay. So that plays like Cornucopia and Ever Something Chalice. You put a bunch of counters on them to make obscene amounts of mana. Is that something like what you were doing? Sweet. Alright, we'll gain a bit of life here, but Sky Sovereign is still lethal if they play a creature. No creature? What do we get? No creature. Unfortunate. Looks like we're just passing the turn and praying that they don't draw anything. Okay, looks like they didn't draw anything. Young Wolf. Thanks, Deck. Attack with that bird. Send a message. They play Ghost Quarter. Again, a miss. Oh, Thought Not Seer? Yeah, that is a thing. That actually kills us. Activate Sky Sovereign, attack with Sky Sovereign, kill Bird of Paradise, kill us. Okay. Let's sideboard a little bit better this time. We're going to bring in the Brontodon and the Reclamation Sage. I like the Grist. Spellskite is kind of so-so. All right, let's try this. Not too much time left on our clock, so we're going to have to play quick. This looks fine. We'll keep it. Got a turn 2 Grist. How do you feel about the impact of Modern Horizons 2 in Modern for now, after like a week of games? I think it's absolutely amazing. Big shake-up in the format. I'm really excited to see what continues to come of this. So they got the Grafdigger's Cage. Play the Grist. Keep on ticking that up. That should be able to take care of most of their creatures. We have the Thrashing Brontodon to get rid of Grafdigger's Cage, so we can use the Chord of Calling. We might be able to put something together here. We could even just play Wall of Roots, Bird of Paradise next turn, uptick Grist, attack for 2. And I should just hit 6. Don't need to be using any of my clock during the opponent's turn here. Ooh, they get rid of our Mana Dork. Newton 511061, thank you for the follow, friend. Get rid of a Young Wolf there. We'll attack for 1, and that'll be it. So I guess with Grafdigger's Cage, we probably can't search for Dryad Arbor, huh? Just a basic Wastes and a Matter Reshaper, whatever. Okay, Yavimaya. We'll just put down Bronto. Uptick Grist. Lose Hapatra. Bye-bye Hapatra. And pass the turn. One, two, three, four. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could go get a 3-drop. Not too interested in a 3-drop. I'd be more interested in getting Yawgmoth. I guess we could go get something pretty good. We could go get Ouphe. Looks like they're stuck on lands a little bit. Oh, you want to attack me, do you? We can just block that with Thrashing Brontodon. And if they try and do something, we can kill Grafdigger's Cage in response. 4-drop? I don't think so, because we have to kill the Grafdigger's Cage in order to Chord. Yeah, we have to kill this first. They're going to Spatial Contortion, which would make it a trade. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Thanks, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we miscount? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, okay. There was something weird going on is what was happening? Oh, I see. Yeah, that it does do that. Ah, we figured it out. Okay. X is 4. Kill Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, we figured it out. Go get Yogg. All right, looking pretty good. Reclamation Sage. Doesn't do too much here. We've got 3 creatures in the bin. I guess we just attack with our critters. We got a bunch of draws, too. Yeah, Yogg doesn't care much for humans. Dryad Arbor. Ooh, Collector Ouphe. Nice. Good draw. Let's play it. And pass turn. We've already used the Grist. We'll keep the Rec Sage in hand. Grist is good for 4 damage. We can actually pump that up using Yogg. Ooh, okay. I guess we'll draw a card for it then. Yawgmoth, nice. I think Grist is actually going to be the game winner here. We should be able to ultimate Grist for a bunch of damage. I have not tried any of the cookbook decks yet, but I'm very excited to do so. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was 10 damage. Should we just have enough now? Take that. Grist Ultimate for the win. I think we probably would have been able to do it regardless with the resources we had, but Grist made it pretty easy. We'll keep this. It's being slotted into many, many, many decks. Almost any deck that plays artifacts can play it. I was hoping for a land there. I don't want to play the Garden. I'm going to risk the Hierarch and hope that we get to keep it. Worst case, we get to play turn 2 Essence Warden, which is better than absolutely nothing. Get the Tomb. Play the Ignoble. Stoneforge, okay. That will become a problem soon. Equip says to target creature you control. Is that correct? Okay. So yeah, they're going to be able to use this thing here to take out all of our X1s, which is pretty strong, but we have Spellskite, so we're going to be able to redirect it. You cannot snipe an equipment, thank you. So we'll just play Spellskite, which can't take the equipment, but it can save our critter. So the Ignoble Hierarch will not die to stupid pod. Mortar Pod. Cool card, though. Being able to fetch... Ooh, the Solitude? Nice one. So yeah, Solitude gets rid of Spellskite. We gain no life. We get no value from the... Alright, we just gotta hope they don't have Ephemerate. They do not, and they... I mean, it doesn't really matter for that one which way they put it down. Okay, here's Mortipod. Kills our Hierarch. Sure. Okay, they are down on cards here. Scurry Oak. I guess we'll just play the Geist. And I'm into a race here because I can play Geist again next turn. Uh-oh. Another Stoneforge. I hope they don't have another land. Sword of Fire and Ice. Going for Sophie. They do have the land. Oh, that's brutal. No land again. Well, we really needed that mana from the Ignoble Hierarch. We failed to draw lands for the rest of our turns. So they got Sophie. They put Sophie on a creature. We can double block. Then they sacrifice Mortipod. Alright, we're not attacking. We're on defense here. There's Sophie. Equip Sophie. And we're going for a double block. We'll lose both of our creatures. An opponent will lose one of their mystics. Their choice which? Sure. Chord for Dryad. I like that play quite a bit. Could attack for 7. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we have 4 mana. We don't have the double black for Yawgmoth, but we could go Geist Essence Warden, which wouldn't be terrible. Could also just go Essence Warden Scurry Oak. I like the Essence Warden Scurry Oak. Okay, the question is, do we attack here? I think so. We got bigger creatures now doing more damage. We still have blockers. Worst case, we can block with Essence Warden here. If they like play a creature, equip Mortar Pod, kill Essence or kill Plant, we can still block with Essence Warden. If they just attack regularly, we can block with the plant. Block. Flicker Wisp. So they can flicker... Well, let's see what they could target. I imagine they're going to target Mortarpod. They do. So they can kill our Essence Warden with their Mortarpod. But they cannot kill the Scurry Oak. Ooh. Ghost Quarter their own Field of Ruin. Spicy. Ah, for the Thalia. Oh, thanks, Nostalgia. We're doing the best we can. I should definitely have just auto-yielded to this Essence Warden a long time ago. We're going to auto-yield to it now, right before it's about to die. No, they're killing the Dryad Arbor. Okay, so they're keeping us off mana. Interesting. Black mana, black mana, black mana. Chord of Calling. Oh, we're off of by 1 because of the Thalia. Thalia keeping us from winning the game here. I guess we just go Strangleroot Geist and pass and hope for the win next turn. Oh, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's still 7. Cool. All right. So we could go get a 3. We could go get Grist. I think I'm just going to pass here and hope that we can win next turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can chord for a 3. None of those are really very good. Could go get Spellskite maybe? Or have we already lost that? Yeah, that was already played this game. We could block it with a bird. I think we just have to let it happen. They'll kill something, but they don't kill Scurry Oak. I guess they could kill Scurry Oak, but it would cost them another creature, which is probably worth it for them. All right, let's see what they target with Sword. They do target the Scurry Oak. We might still be able to save it, though. Because we could go get a Geralf's Messenger, and that would save the Scurry Oak. Nice. Okay. Managed to find the line, save our Scurry Oak, and win the game. So let's see here. It looks like the opponent's doing a lot of artifact stuff. Bring in Thrashing Brontodon and Rex Sage. Bring in Ouphe. Phyrexian Revoker. What about Plague Engineer? Because they had Thalia. Did we see any other humans that we would want to kill? Not really, huh? Fatal Push seems okay. Oh yeah, of course. Yawg combo is the coolest. I mean, look at those sunglasses. So cool. Alright, let's go Pile View for seeing what we're going to take out. So let's see, we're bringing in Revoker, Rex Sage, Brontodon, and Ouphe. Can take out Spellskite. Geralf's Messenger. Bring on the emotes. Gotta love that Yawg. Alright, we're gonna choose 2 more cards. I kind of like taking out 1 Chord, 1 Evolution. With a Thalia, they're going to be the harder cards to cast. And we still got a lot of search this way, and we get to keep the Grist as a way to kill some of their creatures or create blockers over and over. I think I'm satisfied with this. Let's go. Ooh, this hand is so risky. If we get land, it's super good. But if we miss on land, we could get just totally crushed. Let's see here. Hayashi is mulliganing. This hand is so close. All we need is land. How greedy am I? I mean, like, maximum greed, right? We know this. We know I'm maximum greedy. Alright, I'm gonna regret it, but we're gonna keep this 1 land hand because it has bird. We are going to have to keep the time in mind. This is something that can plague a Yawgmoth combo pilot. Our combo has a lot of clicks, and our deck is very complicated. We're searching for creatures all the time, so we got to think about all the different creatures we could search for and all the different lines that those entail. So if ever you find yourself playing this deck, do keep your clock in mind. Turn 1 Aether Vial. Phyrexian Revoker on Aether Vial, maybe? No land? Oh! Phyrexian Revoker on Aether Vial, let's go! Where is it? No land, nice. Come on, no land. Woo! Both teams, no lands. Is this some exciting magic or what? Didn't even vial anything in response. How many 1-drops does the deck have? I mean, they should have obviously tapped the Aether Vial with no tokens. Made me sweat. They probably have, like, I don't know their list, but they could absolutely have the new 1-drop, Ethersworn, whatever. Okay, so we got 3 mana. We could put down Geralf's Messenger here. Or we could put down Geist Wolf. Geist Wolf is better if we draw into Chord of Company, or sorry, Chord of Calling. Messenger is better if we draw into land. I think we're going to play the Messenger. We have a lot of lands in the deck. So we'll just attack with Revoker Young Wolf. I guess, yeah, we don't have the combo necessarily because they have Relic, but we can play the Messenger and attack with it. Next turn, play the Geist and attack with that. Giver of Ruins. I imagine they would have Giver of Ruins as well, yep. Charlie, Stage 1, thank you for the follow, friend. Alright, is it possible for them to punish me? I mean, the only way to really punish me is to have something to get rid of the Revoker, and if they get rid of the Revoker, then they're doing really well anyway. So they're not going to be able to punish me with the Aether Vials. Okay, there's the path. Go get Swamp. Two-drop Flash Creature, yep. Oh, exile the card from their own yard? Okay, so this game is interesting again. They managed to get rid of our thing. Oh no, they used the Relic? That's really bad for them. Oh, they had another one. Okay. I think... we're pretty close to winning here. Let's just put Yawgmoth down. Okay, we'll attack with our creatures now. Do we attack? We don't need to attack. We can just sit here, and as soon as they tap their Aether Vial with 3, we should be good to win. Yeah, I don't want to, like, throw my creatures into some sort of stupid thing and then we lose them. Wish they would tap that Aether Vial that has 3 on it. Okay, they kept the other one at 2. That's nice. So they only have 1 at 3. They're on a path. Okay, so we're going to act. Oh, yeah, they have mana now, so what are we even doing? We're being stupid. Ah, well. We'll draw cards anyway. Get back into this game, we'll see what happens. They're going to have to activate the relics, so we'll lose the Geralf's Messenger, but that's fine. Yeah, should have used the Young Wolf there. My mistake. No land, again. Gotta find those lands. Gotta find those lands. Nope. Well, we're getting a land from the path. I don't think I want to reset the wolf because I don't want to lose the bird. We're just going to get the forest. Got a ton of cards in hand, but opponents got the mana. Another relic. Scurry Oak, nice. Okay, with Scurry Oak and Denizen, we're almost there. We could play Wall of Roots and then Scurry Oak. And pass turn. Keep the Young Wolf back as a blocker. Just need to get to our turn and resolve this Ivy Lane Denizen. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. What are you going to go get with that? So this has definitely been an interesting game. Sword of Body and Mind. Protection from green and from blue. Ooh, and Mill's 10 cards. Mill is bad. And they can even do that now. They don't quite have the mana for it. Okay, so we're not going to get hit by the Sword of Body and Mind right now. Hey, there's a 1-drop. Thraben Inspector. Okay. Well, they pass to us, and we get Chord of Calling. All right, let's go for Ivy Lane. And yeah, that evolves the Scurry Oak, so we are ready to combo. They have 2 unknown cards. It looks like they have something to interrupt us. Oh, Flicker Wisp. Okay, that's fine. It means we're not going to kill them right now, but we're still going to be able to do some wicked stuff. Sure. Yeah, this hits play. And now we just need to get to our end step. Play Ignoble here, I think. Opponent just trolling. I mean, we don't know what else they have, but yeah, it kind of seems that way. They save themselves for a turn, right? On Scurry Oak. Save targets. And do not auto-yield. Always yes. Always yield. And then we go get Yawgmoth. And kill their board. Don't even need to. GG. Alright, so we have a 1-land hand again, but unlike last time, this hand is easily mulliganed. Our 1-land is Twilight Mire, which does not produce colored sources all by itself. This hand is great. We'll keep this. The problem here is what do we get rid of? Probably keep the Grist. Grist is going to be super good with Chord of Calling. So we'll get rid of the Essence Warden. And we have the Yawgmoth ready to go. Like, keeping the Essence Warden and getting rid of Yawgmoth, I mean, we could have potentially done that, but... Oh no, Hardened Scales. Okay, this is going to be tough. Oh geez, change the scene, yes. Oh my god, I can't believe I left that there. That was because of the Stream Decker thing. Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody, for throwing up the comments there. Really appreciate that. And we got the magic back. Sorry about the delay there. A little bit embarrassing. Okay, we'll get Overgrown Tomb. And we absolutely have Blight Beetle in the sideboard, so hopefully we'll be able to put something together with that. Hey, Thymos, you've been here the entire stream, haven't you? Thanks a lot for sticking around the whole time. I remember way back when I was getting raided by a bunch of become famous bots. You were the only one who was talking that was a real person. Alright, we're going to hit 6 here. We don't need to hold anything up. They do find land in Yawgmoth Nexus, but they don't play it. Instead, they play Power Depot. This is the new card. Power Depot enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this only to activate artifact spells, and it has modular. Alright. So yeah, we have 3 mana here. I think probably we just Grist and start ticking that up so that we can get the Chord of Calling good to go. We could put down Bird of Paradise, which would get us ready for the Yawgmoth, but, I mean, it's pretty anemic to just play Bird of Paradise and attack for 1. And this will threaten all of their creatures every time, every turn. Tick up. Fan of Insects? I mean, we got 1. Although, in real life, I find insects really creepy. They have this kind of, how do you even describe it? I find them fascinating, they're interesting, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere near any of them. Blight Beetle is an insect, hope you don't mill it. Yeah, seriously. This is a pretty good start from the opponent here. Ban insects. So we have 3 mana. If we uptick Grist, we can Chord of Calling for 2. Could go get Hapatra, and then do some Yawgmoth stuff on the next turn after that. Hopefully we don't die here. Ooh, Eldritch for Spellskite. Oh, I like that too. The Spellskites could be super good because of the modular. And we do have Spellskite main. We need to interact now, so we just go get Spellskite right now. Yeah, not Eldritch, Chord, for sure Chord. What I'm wondering is, do we wait until they like try and do some sort of modular thing onto the Yawgmoth Nexus? Like pretend, hey, we don't have anything, and then Chord of Calling? We can do it on their turn. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think we're fine. It's a dog. Thanks for the follow, friend. Sure. As someone who's played a lot of Affinity, this can go real bad for you. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't quite read that in time. We could just get crushed here. Oh, they're even tapping the Yawgmoth Nexus? We do have the bird to block. All right. Keep going. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they tapped that Yawgmoth Nexus. I guess they just didn't have all the mana to do all the things. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could do so much damage this turn. Okay, they're basically tapped out here. Okay, so we'll block the Ravager, let the Zabaz through, and then if they try and modular to kill us on the Zabaz, we can Spellskite it. Okay, so they're just going to let this happen? We just have to let it happen, which means we don't get the Spellskite. Because we're down on mana. We could go get a 1, so we could go get like a Young Wolf. I'm not sure, boss. I'm not sure if we need to block. I kind of feel like with Hardened Scales and a bunch of artifacts, the Arcbound Ravager would be able to kill us, but I didn't do the math. I find the Hardened Scales math very difficult. Hey, from the crypt, Koopa Loop. Thanks for the bits, my friend. Think we would have been fine. Fair enough. I'm kind of interested in Eldritch Evolution, get Spellskite, but we have the Yawgmoth. Ah, damn. Okay, so yeah, we should have not blocked then, and just went and got the Spellskite, I guess. We could kill the Ravager. No, because they have the Welding Jar. Yeah, so they would be able to save the Ravager. Alright, let's attack with Young Wolf. Yeah, exactly. Evo for Spellskite before the -2. We can't even -2 because of Welding Jar. Spellskite. Oh, we can redirect the welding jar. Damn it. Oh, that would have been the better line for sure. I didn't see that. Thanks for letting me know. I'll do better next time. Of course we can redirect the welding jar. Target artifact. This is an artifact. I swear, I'm good at magic. It's just, you know, there's a lot going on. And any other number of excuses. No excuses, just do better. I see what you see. I see what you're saying there now. There is no U control. Welding jar can target cards on the other side of the battlefield. Opponent's having a good think here. Now that we have the Spellskite on the board, they need a way to answer it. Yes, indeed it is. This deck is tricky. It is one of my favorite decks. I love playing it. I mean, it is my favorite deck, period. I love the depth to this deck, where even after playing this deck so many times, I'm still learning. Hangerback Walker, sure. Tap Birds for blue. That's true, it does save us life. And we don't need the mana for Birds of Paradise this turn. How is Grist in this list? I've been very impressed with Grist. I have not been playing it very long. It's only been 2 leagues so far, but it's just seemed absolutely insane. So we need to block the Ravager here, right? We don't have to block the Glimmerwasp. I'm pretty sure we have to block the Ravager. This Power Conduit, I guess we could make the Power Conduit target our Spellskite as well. Okay, so we'll just block the Ravager with an insect. How about triple blocking? We could block with double insect Young Wolf. They would just sacrifice, like, for example, sacrifice Welding Jar, then we lose all of our stuff. Single block. We're chumping. Chump City. Sure. 2 to Grist. Chord of Calling. So we could kill Ravager. It makes us... We would lose the Grist for that. But that's probably worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... We can Chord for a 4. I kind of think we just play Yawgmoth and then kill the Ravager. So 1, 2, 3, 4, play Yawg, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't think we can quite combo here. Let's just double check the math. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All these things are tapped for Yawgmoth. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An extra one with Grist. So we can go get a 2. Chord for Hapatra. Yeah, we could Chord for Hapatra. That basically kills their board. Attack with Young Wolf, then we lose that mana for the Chord. Alright, I'm going to going to tick up the Grist, play the Yawgmoth, and pass. We've got a really good holding pattern here. Might need the damage for the messenger kill. We can reset it pretty easily. Oh yeah, that's right. And the Exalted means that the Hangerback Walker can't easily block it. Yeah, we just get the damage. Sweet. Untap land is a win. I mean, we should just be able to win through with almost anything, right? Just Chord of Calling for Messenger, GG. Oh, I see what you mean now, boss. If we hit an untap land there immediately during our turn. Yes. Could have sacked the Dork and the Wolf. Or yeah, sack the Dork, reset the Wolf, sack the Wolf, draw 2 cards, try and find land, and maybe Chord of Calling for the win there. I was thinking, you know, we're in a fairly stable position, but yeah, we gave them the opportunity to draw a card, which is not something we want to be doing. Okay, so they're sacrificing the Power Depot. So we put the Power Depot, we redirect the Power Depot to the Spellskite. You want to put a counter on my Spellskite? They'll choose no. They get to choose afterwards as well. So they get to first target, and then they get to choose if they want to put the counters on it. So our Spellskite isn't actually going to be growing. You want to proliferate the Grist? You want to proliferate the Grist, right? No? Aw. Coolest Raven, good morning. We're doing pretty well. Playing the Yawgmoth combo deck, which is my favorite deck. So that's bound to put me in a good mood. How are you doing today? All right, so where are these coming? They're all coming at us. So we're going to do some blocking. Block here. Block here. Okay. We can take 4. Getting sort of ready for work. You know, like slowly getting ready for work. Just letting things happen as they do. All right, so we're going to want to do a little bit of sacrificing here. Target the young wolf, sacrifice the insect. And then target the Zabazabzabza and sacrifice this insect. Reset the wolf and block with the Wolfen token. Absolutely. Okay. So they can sacrifice the Hangerback Walker and make a whole bunch of 1/1s. We cannot stop them from doing that. So they do have blocks. Another Chord of Calling. Nice. So let's see here. Uptick the Grist. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can Eldritch Evolution the Hierarch, go get Cutthroat, and then Chord of Calling for the for Yawgmoth. I didn't want to lose too many life. I only wanted a minimal amount of draws there. Chord for Hapatra and Essence Warden. I mean, doesn't Cutthroat Yawgmoth just win the game here anyway? We have Spellskite to protect us from one thing. Oops, not that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay, go get Cutthroat. X is 1. Go get Yawgmoth. And good to go. It's over here. Set all of our skips. Target, sack. Target, sack. I should bring that down. Target, sack. Okay, let's get this over here. A little bit easier to click that way. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. And target, sack. Keep going, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop. Target, sacrifice. Target, sacrifice. Target, sacrifice. That should be it. Cool. Asserting dominance can't be bad. Hey, thanks for the really cool there, Raven. Didn't know how the -1 and +1 counters interacted with each other. Yes, they cancel each other out. Okay, we got Win versus Hardened Scales, which is a deck that I have a bit of difficulty with. Spellskite was doing a lot of work there. Glad we brought it in. We bring in Blight Beetle, we bring in Phyrexian Revoker, Brontodon, Sage, Ouphe. Yeah, my clock is definitely low. Thank you, boss. Alright, so let's bring over the sideboard cards I'm looking at over here. Got a lot of cards I want to bring in. I'm probably not going to be able to bring them all in. Blight Beetle and Collector Ouphe, I think, are going to be pretty important. Needle the Yogg, probably. Makes sense. We could cut Ivy Oak. I'm just trying to think, like, they could potentially have, like, one of the big things about Ivy Oak is that it doesn't use the graveyard. So if they have Grafdigger's Cage or whatnot, this combo gets through that. Don't think we need Revoker. I can definitely get rid of the Revoker. I like the Brontodon. We'll see if we have one more card we can take out for the Brontodon. Maybe the Essence Warden. They can beat Infinite Life. Got a Yawgmoth? My word. Oh, not a fan of this hand. It is so slow. This hand is not much better. Our opponent is mulliganing as well. We don't get any dorks, but at least we get to go Geist turn 2 and then evolve it. If we get the land. But we have several draws. I'm going to keep it even though it's bad. All right, let's go. Gonna have to play quick. Would be a shame to lose a match to time. Of course, turn 1 Hardened Scales, as you do. Scurry Oak. All right, we'll just play Catacombs Pass. And then we'll fetch with the Catacombs during their end step. Ooh, there's the Urza Sega. That's bad. Bad for us. Let's go get Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, that's probably going to be the goal, is to do the Ivy Oak combo. Thrashing Brontodon, not bad. And still die to the 2020 Flyer. True. Well, they've got a really good start here. We need land off the top right now. Damn. Well, we gambled and we lost. Well, let's not spend any more time on this turn. Come on. Get through the turn. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Chord for land. That's the plan on the end step here. Chord for land now. I mean, it gives us a blocker, but we can't tap the land for mana. Oh, they can get the cage. Damn. Oh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We got punished for it. And we were talking about that earlier, how we wouldn't be able to chord through a cage. We needed these things to be good last turn, and they weren't. And I punted on the cage. Or sorry, on the chord for the cage. So we're probably going to lose this game because of that. Well, we got some blocks for the construct anyway. Let's keep on producing mana, and maybe we can Thrashing Brontodon the cage. There's nothing we can really do here, so yeah, let's make sure that we're not using any of our clock during the opponent's turn. Gives the Zabaz flying, block the big thing. Oh, right, because of stupid Grafdigger's Cage. Don't think we're going to have enough time. Yes. Because, yeah, we take 6 damage at least here. We go to 3, and then we're not going to be able to continue to block. And the Ravager seals the deal. We're just going to scoop him up here. No need to use any more of our clock. I suppose we should have let the opponent use their clock there. Hey there, Islands. Thanks for joining us. We're just about to finish the league. We've got 1 game left. Exactly. Going for that 5-0. See how we can do. I mean, we get the Thopters. But we're already having a pretty tough time taking anything out of the deck. Maybe cut an Evo? I don't know about that. I mean, our searches are what gets us the combo for the win, right? We just need to Evo into combo win. Emote ready, let's go. Nice. All right. I'm in with this one. Single land, but we have the Blight Beetle. We'll keep this because we have the Ignoble Hierarch and we were on the play. Sure. Land, land, land. No such luck. Okay, play Blight Beetle, pass. Is that a good card, chat? Stomping Ground tapped. It's a good sign. And yeah, Arcbound Worker to the graveyard. Throw your creatures away. Love to see it. All right, so they're tapped out, so we can attack with the Blight Beetle without worry, and then we can just play Scurry Oak. Apparently not. I don't mind them making a little mistake here or there. Oh, that would be nice. If we could get that Spellskite. We can get it next turn if we stop attacking, but I kind of feel like I want to just keep all the pressure up. Another Yawgmoth. So we could go Strangleroot Geist right in time for the finals. Thank you. We could just hold up Chord of Calling, but I kind of want to use the Chord to go get Just thinking here. I want to use the Chord to go get the Ivy Lane Denizen. So we don't want to evolve the Scurry Oak if we can help it. But then we won't be able to get mana for the Ivy. Damn it. Okay, we just got to play the Strangleroot Geist and start getting some dudes out. Geist is free. Yeah, basically it is. Because of the Scurry Oak. Okay, so we still have a 2. Let's just pass here. We don't need to do damage this turn, and if we pass, we actually have Chord of Calling available for Spellskite, so they cannot kill the Blight Beetle this turn. Okay, so now we can go get a 2. But yeah, I think we just pass here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Young Wolf. Okay, so we pass again, and then end of turn, we Chord of Calling for the, 1, 2, 3, yeah, for the Ivy. So we can play the Young Wolf here, and then we'll have the Thrashing Brontodon to get the Ivy Oak working. Oh, get +1/+1 from the Hierarch and not evolve. Interesting line. And opponent scoops him up. 5-0, chat. We got the trophy with Yawgmoth combo and Ivy Oak. Hype! Oh, yeah! Another trophy. It's been a tough season. It's been a dry season. We got our first trophy, though. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! Okay, so Enlightened is assembling this deck in paper. Can you tell me why Jailer is better than Dauthi Voidwalker? So Jailer is going to deal with the cards that are already in the graveyard. So, you know, like Dredge is doing its thing. It's turn 3. They've already got a full graveyard stocked. You put down Yixlid Jailer, all the cards in their graveyard are blank now. So I think they're both very close. I think they both have merits, and they're both a little bit different. So the Voidwalker is going to be able to exile everything permanently after it gets onto the battlefield, but the Jailer is going to be able to take care of all the cards in the graveyard immediately. Same with Endurance. It's the same kind of idea. Just get rid of them all. So, yeah, another thing about this deck, the Ivy Oak combo, the squeaky tree. This combo is actually really, really good. I'm kind of wondering if I should be putting a second Scurry Oak into the deck, maybe replacing the third Geralf's Messenger. It's easier to cast. It combos with Ivy Lane and Yawgmoth. So maybe Scurry Oak deserves a second slot. The card has been overperforming. I have not got much use out of Hapatra ever. I'm still keeping it in the deck because maybe the right time will come around and I'll be able to chord for it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that I have gotten some value out of Hapatra at some point. Pretty sure I used it to wipe a board. Definitely loving the Spellskite in the main. Took that out last time for the second Grist, but the 1/1 split is where it's at. We have so many ways to search these cards up. Chord of Calling and Eldritch Evolution, just drawing cards. So yeah, Spellskite was super important, and we would not have gotten the trophy without it. As for the sideboard, there's still a few things that I'm not super happy with. The Ashiok, for example, not super happy with that. The Damping Sphere, anything that I can't really search up for it is suspect. But also, like, these are taking slots away from Force of Vigor, which I would like to be able to play in this deck. So there's so many options for the sideboard, how you can build it. This is kind of like how I've been comfortable with this sideboard for a while. So because I've gotten comfortable with it, maybe it's time for a switch. See how different sideboards could compete. How often do you hit those? Rarely. Generally, we're going to need them before we start the combo with Yawgmoth, before we start drawing huge amounts of cards. I've seen other people playing like 2 Fatal Push and 3 Thoughtseize, and like a bunch of spells in their sideboard instead of having the silver bullet board that I like. I like to be able to put in, like a Kitchen Finks and a Thrashing Brontodon against Burn, and then, like against a different deck, I'll bring in those cards for different reasons with other ones. And I get to pick and choose, like these are the 3 best cards in this matchup, and then I can search them up with Chord of Calling. So like we could definitely have an argument for getting rid of many of the spells and just loading up on silver bullets on the board. But we also have to worry about overboarding. And I mean, sometimes Thoughtseize is just what you need.